All right, so we're going live. See if we can get some people to pop on. See what kind of day everybody's been having. So I hope everybody's had a great day. I know it's been it's beautiful here, and then all of a sudden it started hailing rain. I thought, I don't know if I'm going to get through this video, if it's just going to be like, I've got my drink, it's water. I really wanted chocolate milk, but then y'all know how weird I am, so just water. So I had a dentist appointment this morning, and I'm not going to lie, that is like a spa day for me, because I love going to the dentist. If I could go like once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, just, you know, I would so do it. I just love going to the dentist. I love the way my teeth feel. I just love it. So yeah, I'm a little bit weird. And speaking of spa days, I'm such a sucker. Like, okay, I'm going to show you guys this. And I have the basket behind me we're going to be drawing here soon. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of this, baby foot. I'm letting my feet soak right now because like I said, I'm a sucker. If you look this up, it's really kind of gross. Here it is. So I'm doing a little at-home pedicure something. So anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about eyes. I'm going to be getting tipsy with my water. I'm going to take my makeup off first, though, to kind of get my face ready, because, you know, you want a good canvas. And it's a bad hair day, y'all, and I can't even blame that on the rain. It's just a bad hair day. But that doesn't mean it has to be a bad face day. So, so I'm going to, but first of all, I have to show you guys this, like water out of a, you know, fancy glass. It's not chocolate milk like I wanted, but whatever. So I'm not taking my lipstick off because it's fabulous and I'm in love with it pretty much. So like nothing, y'all. This lipstick is amazing. Like, I want all the colors, all of them. Do you hear me? When they deliver my stuff, it's going to be like 47 UPS trucks coming up in here because I'm ready for it. But I want all the colors, and I'm not trying to be greedy or keep y'all from having them, but holy cow, those things are amazing. So, okay, so I'm going to use my Dream Clean, and I'm going to get this makeup off. It's going to get scary for a minute, and I apologize. We're going to have some black stuff going everywhere, but this stuff is so gentle. I wear contacts, and I have really sensitive eyes. And again, I'm not taking off my lipstick because we've already established how I feel about that. So, I have really sensitive eyes, and I wear contacts. I'm putting this stuff over my eyes. Literally, it is that gentle. It is that amazing. It feels that good. My eyes aren't bothering me at all, other than they're probably bothering y'all having to look at all this hot mess I got going on around my face. So when you, first of all, I'm kind of doing this backwards a little bit. When you know, we've always been taught put your face on first and then do all the color and, you know, eyeshadow or whatever. That's not really the case now, and actually you can do your eyes first and then your foundation, and it saves time and product if you have an oopsie and have to kind of come back in there and correct. You're not wasting all your product, and you don't, you know, have to reapply. So that's a good thing, just FYI. And you don't need your foundation on your eyes to do your eye makeup. So alright, so that's that. And I'm actually going to scrub it too with the skin polish. You know, all botanical stuff that makes my skin feel amazing. And like I said, I had a spa day, dentist, and now the baby foot. So I'm just going to go all out. Like full on spa day. Right here. Closing it out. And when you, you know, a lot of people don't know this, and we're not going to do it tonight because I'm not going to make you guys sit and wait forever. But when you put on your whatever moisturizer you use, you really should allow a good 30 minutes for it to fully soak into your skin before you apply your makeup. Now, I don't have that kind of time in the morning. I usually don't even have 30 minutes by the time I roll my tail out of bed after hitting snooze 18 times to do that. But ideally, that's what you're supposed to do. So, you know, if you got a hot date, doesn't happen in my world, but if you have a hot date, maybe do that. Like when you get out of the shower or whatever, put your moisturizer on, and then pick out your outfit, or, you know, 36 different outfits and throw them on the bed. And then by then your moisturizer is really going to be set in. So I love this Must Do. It is amazing. This is pretty much what I wear at night before I go to bed, because it just feels awesome on my skin. And this is the moisturizer, the nighttime moisturizer I use. It's kind of oil-based looking. It looks oil-based, but it's just all botanical plant extracts. It has had my skin feeling amazing. I've not had a single breakout since I've been using this. And actually, I saw someone the other day that had not seen me in a while, and she actually said I looked younger. So, y'all, I'm pumped about that. Like, I don't know if she was overdue for an eye exam or what was happening. But, all right, now I'm going to do my Skin Therapist moisturizer on top of this, just because I really want a good canvas before we just jump right in and get started. And I know you're supposed to rub down when you're rub up, I'm sorry, when you're doing all your stuff, but the older I get, you know what? Time is not on my side, and I'm just trying to slap that stuff on. So, Ashley, I know, I don't know what a hot date is either. I mean, you and I used to go to the movies, so that was pretty hot to me, but, and out for sushi, that was always a good time. Okay, so I'm going to slap some foundation on. You know I love it. I'm going to use my Blenderful. This flat edge on this thing right here, I don't know who came up with that, but I want to kiss him. So, you guys know how awful my skin is. I know this light has it really bright, but I have a lot of age spots, a lot of just uneven skin tone, you name it. So, I'm going to come in here with my foundation and my little sponge, and I'm just going to get that on there so we can see what's what. Lipstick's still going strong. That's the only reason y'all are still able to watch, because I had that lipstick on when I didn't have anything else on. It's my saving grace. And again, like I said, you can do this last. It's actually a really smart idea to do your foundation last, because you don't risk messing it up and having to do the cleanup around your eyes. So, that's definitely a benefit, as well as saving product over the course of time, because you're not putting it in this area. So, and I'm going to do something a little crazy, y'all, because I've suffered with allergies and stuff my whole life, and I have blue circles under my eyes. I know this. Everybody that sees me probably knows it, or they used to know it. And again, forgive the bad hair day. I don't know what's going on. So, well, you can't see, but I have blue circles under my eyes. So, one thing you can do, because that is an eye area, so we're going to talk about it. You can come in with like an orangey or red lipstick, eyeshadow, whatever you want it to be, and kind of dab it in that line. I look like I've been in a bar fight, and that's okay. Because I'm not even trying to go to the bar. I'm just hanging out at home reading books and stuff in my spare time. So then I'm going to come back with my Blenderful with my foundation and just blot that out, get that mixed in really good. This is Gina Beige, is the foundation color. And see, it's completely gone. You can't even see it. You can't see the blue. And I know this light really has it looking ghostly. It doesn't in real life. I promise. I'm looking in my mirror and it doesn't look like that. But I can even show you guys, like, my neck. I have a lot of age spots on my neck. You can even come in and, like I said, you got a hot date. You're just trying to take years off. So here you go. You can do that. Good to go. I use my Blenderful also for my powder a lot. Just depending on if I want to keep that kind of dewy look, or I'll use a brush if, you know, I want a little bit more matte finish. So eye trick number 1, orange or red under the eyes to take out the blue. As far as highlights go, if you're contouring or anything like that, you also actually, in the creases that you're trying to conceal, you want to highlight those and then put the dark around it. That will help do that as well. I'm not going to go that far, but just as a little tip, you can do that if you want to conceal, you know, any of that stuff. When you're putting on foundation and powder, if you're rubbing it, you want to go down, because you know, women have fuzz on their face sometimes. I shave mine a couple of times a year, more than that, but I typically shave mine. But just in general, if you're going up, like they teach you when you're putting on your product, your skincare, that is still true. But with foundation, you want to go down to smooth any hair or anything like that you may have. You know, you don't want sticking up. So I'm gonna get all that done, and then I'm gonna come in with my blush, and I'm just gonna just kind of rub it in a little bit. Again, I'm no makeup expert. This isn't about technique or certain looks or anything like that. This is just going to show you kind of what you can do around your eye area. So that's going to kind of just give you some tips and pointers there. And I'm just going to do one eye because y'all know I'm lazy and I'm not going anywhere. And I really want you to see the difference. So we're going to do that. Okay, and so a lot of people are all about pigment. They get these crazy colors and they want it to pop, but then they kind of get disappointed because it doesn't pop the way they want it to. So a little trick you can use is get you a white pencil, and we're going to do this eye. So if you put that on as your base, that color is going to pop against the white to really stand out and give you that pigment that you want. And another thing you can do, because I have hooded lids, I'm older, everything's gravity's just pulling it all down. So to give like an instant eyebrow lift, you can highlight here and actually above with white, and then kind of rub it in. And I know this light kind of has it hard to see. We're gonna see if we can work on that. But that will actually give you the appearance of opening up and lifting that brow. Not that I'm trying to draw attention to my brows, because y'all know I don't be trying to do my brows. But you can also put white in your waterline, which is this part right here, if you want to open your eye and make it stand out more. That's a thing you can do. And then I'm going to come in with kind of that same orange tone, but I'm going to mix it with a little bit of pink or something. And again, this is not going to be like, whoa, this girl knows how to put on makeup. This is just going to be more just some tips you can use with the canvas you have to work with at home. So I'm going to do, you know, this outer crease, edge, whatever, you know, do the V that, you know, I've been doing for years, because I'm just not willing to change, because if I do it long enough, it's coming back, right? So see how that color really stands out on that white base? And I promise you that color doesn't do that. And just to show you, I'm going to put it on this other side just a little. So you can see it's not nearly as dark as it is over here. It just doesn't stand out and give that bold, pigmented look. So I'm going to smooth that out. And for hooded eyes, hooded lids, a lot of times it is better to kind of go on the outside, because that's going to open it up and make it not look quite so droopy. And then when it comes to highlighting, the rule is outer corner of your brow, into the corner of your eye. So we've already done it here. Let's do it just a little bit more to kind of give that. And then right in the middle of your lower lid, and then right here on the corner. So I'm gonna raise up so it's not quite so bright. So that's really gonna open that eye, make it look wider, brighter. Just, you know, if you're falling asleep like me most days, it's gonna kind of give you that awake look. Okay, and then for me, I don't wear a lot of heavy eyeliner unless I'm going out, because you know, when I'm going out, I want that more dramatic look. But as you get older, sometimes the black eyeliner can be a little harsh. Sometimes you want it harsh. But for me, a couple things. You can tone it down with a sweep of shadow over the eyeliner. You can also use eyeshadow to sweep under your lower lid to keep it from sliding down. You know, sometimes as the day goes on, everything just starts sliding. So if you do a sweep of eyeshadow under your liner, it's going to give you a little bit of a barrier so that that doesn't happen as often. And then also you can tight line. That's going to make everything look a little more natural, but make your lashes look really, really full. So to tight line, you go in your upper waterline inside. I've got a mirror over here I'm trying to look in. But that's gonna really kind of fill in and make your lashes look thick. So instead of on the top where you would normally go, you're gonna go inside, and it's just gonna fill in any gap where lashes may not be and make it look really full. Okay, and then I am going to do some liner across the top. And when you use shadow as a liner, which like I said I do a lot because I just want a more natural look, because all I do is work and go home. So you can even do like a little bit of a wispy wing or something like that outside of your eye with the liner, with a shadow and a liner brush as well. So I know that's really, really bright and bold with this mirror, or not this mirror, but with the light that I have shining on me. But I still want to tone that down, so I'm going to do a liner brush and some brown eyeshadow over that to just kind of soften it. Sometimes a shiny brown shadow will give a little bit different look. But as you know, sometimes as you get older, shiny eyeshadows don't really work. And I love shiny things. I love all things shiny. But sometimes I just can't do it because shiny stuff kind of accentuates the mature, aging skin. So, and eye area. So I'm going to sweep my shadow under. To create that barrier, because I don't want it sliding down before I get to the bathroom and take it off, because I want it to last till I can get in there. Y'all, this baby foot stuff that I got on, I know I already told y'all about it, but it's tingling a little bit. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. And don't look up the videos because you're really going to be grossed out if you do. Okay. So, mascara. Let's talk mascara. I know we want our product to last, and sometimes it just, you know, we feel like it's clumpy or whatever. So, Visine. Okay, just plain old Visine. Slap a couple of drops in there and then rotate your wand around. Don't, like, you know, just rotate it around a little bit. Literally just a couple of drops in there. That's going to kind of give it the consistency it had when you bought it. It's going to be like brand new. So I'm going to roll it around in there to get it good and mixed up. And then, again, with the droopy, saggy skin, it's really hard to apply mascara. I get it everywhere. It gets all up underneath. So a couple of tricks for that as well. But I also have very thin eyelashes. So that's a problem. I mean, when God was handing that stuff out, he did not ask me what I wanted, because I would have had, you know, and I can't wear falsies every day. So a little trick to kind of make them fuller is just to take some powder and put them on your eyelashes before you apply your mascara. And that's going to give it something to bind to. That's going to kind of just make it thicker. It's going to go on thicker. It's going to be a lot fuller, which is my last name. I just got that in my eyeball. That's my last name, so I think that's a good thing. Fuller is better. Okay, and then spoons and business cards. Let's talk about them, y'all, because beauty tools. A lot of people will use a spoon or a business card as an eyeliner guide. I don't use it for that because I don't really do that much fancy stuff with my eyeliner. But what you can do is you can use this for your mascara to protect from getting it places you don't want it, and to also kind of give it something to push against to make it thicker. So I'm going to start down here on my bottom lashes. And it's really hard to see in this mirror, y'all, but I'm going to look in my mirror, but you know what I'm doing. I'm literally guiding the mascara, and it's giving it a foundation to really, really get that mascara in there good. And also, when you're applying mascara, you don't want to just go up and down. You want to go back and forth while you're going up and down to really give all those lashes good coating. You can do the spoon on the top as well. I don't need it. I don't know why. I guess because I'm looking down or whatever. You would think I would with my big honking hooded eyelid, but it just is what it is. So I don't know if you can see that, but with the powder, it just really is giving it a good coat. It's making it thicker, more dramatic. Oh, see? That's why you put your foundation on last, right there, that very reason. I'm going to show you, how you can do it with a business card as well. This is my business card, so I'm not offending anybody by wasting what they gave me. But the business card and the spoon really work to really coat that lash. It's like it's pushing at it from the back and the front. And I don't have lashes, y'all. Like, it's really, really not a good thing. So I'm going to slap some on the other side just without the powder or anything like that, so you can kind of see the difference. Like, I'm putting it on here, and I mean, literally nothing's happening. I mean, it's going on, but it's just not thick and lush and full. I mean, I still just look like I have no lashes whatsoever. And I'm getting it everywhere, so it's just a clumping. Also, if you don't want clumps, and this is kind of a product waster, and I don't like to waste my products. So if you don't want clumps, if you wipe your mascara off with a tissue every time before you do it, that's going to eliminate any clumping as well. And I'm going to try to get up where it's not so much in the light, or that really bright light, so that you can kind of see the difference. And again, I'm not a makeup expert. I don't know, put this shade here, put that shade there. But I do know, you can highlight and you can really make your eye look bolder, brighter. Also, your mascara wands, your old mascara wands, wash them, reuse them. You can use them for daily uses, or you can also, there are programs that take them in and use them for wonderful things for wildlife. There's one in North Carolina, as a matter of fact. It's Appalachian something. But they use it to, like, get eggs or, bug eggs, or just things off of animal skin, and just all sorts of wonderful things. So you can also wash them, donate them, feel good about what you're doing. I still have this big black spot right here. So let's get rid of that. Okay, brows. We know I don't do my brows. That's another thing you can use your old mascara wands for. When I do my brows, which is not a lot because they just kind of have a mind of their own, I just do it with powder. I literally go in, or not powder, and eyeshadow. I literally go in with eyeshadow, and I just kind of fill in on my natural lash line because, like I said, they have a mind of their own. And I know you're supposed to have certain shapes for certain face shapes to really accentuate, and they are the windows, you know, so they really do frame your face. So, but what I do is I literally just go in with a little bit of shadow, and then I comb over that sucker to make it lay down. But this is where your wands that you've saved come in really handy. You can spritz some makeup setting spray or even hairspray, because that's hair, you know. You can do that on your brows and set them to make them stay and last all day. So that's another thing you can do. And I'm still trying to get myself up a little bit so that you can see without this awful glare, because I don't know what's going on with my lighting. And if y'all saw how I had this rigged, like for real, there's some tape involved, there's some hair clips involved. It's some MacGyver over here. Like I'm pretty creative. So it's like serious. So obviously this eye's not made up, but it doesn't appear full. It doesn't appear open. So lots of tricks you can use. Lots and lots of tricks you can use. And I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for products. Like, I'll buy anything. I've got baby feet, like bags on my feet right now, okay? Because I believe anything. So I've spent a fortune in products through the years. Not gonna lie. Think it's the greatest, latest, whatever. Disappointment. Let me just show you. I cleaned out my makeup drawers. Okay, this is just my makeup drawers since I started getting new stuff in, and I have a ton more on the way, so these bags are going to get more full. Okay, this is one. Slam packed to the gills. Yes, I went to the Biltmore house. I'm not trying to like advertise for them or anything, but I went to the Biltmore house. This is one bag. This is another. I mean, like, I could have a yard sale with the stuff that I bought that I was disappointed in. I just could, because I get disappointed in a lot. I've not been disappointed in this line. All of it's great. Obviously, I'm using other stuff too, but in conjunction with it, my skin's never felt so great. I had somebody tell me I look younger, okay? That hasn't happened in years. I mean, I get offered the senior citizen discount. I do. And I'm very upset about it, but I do. So when I have people tell me that they are noticing changes in my skin, that's pretty amazing. And I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I've basically been running around looking homeless lately with like no makeup, and now all of a sudden I'm putting it on. I'm sure it has nothing to do with that. I mean, it might have a little something to do with it, but I love the all natural products. I love feeling pretty again or whatever, and I know beauty is as beauty does, and it's on the inside and all that good stuff. But what I'm telling you is, I want to learn makeup for the first time in my life, and I'm old and probably too late for me to learn. But I want all my friends to go on the journey with me. Help me get out of the 90s. Help me learn some things and ask me questions so that I can find answers. And again, I just want to go back to the lipstick, because I know this is all about eyes. And again, this is water. I promise it's not vodka or anything. There's no lipstick on this glass, and I've been drinking it the whole time. So if you go to order the lipsticks and they're not there, don't look at me, because I may or may not have ordered them all. Like I said, the UPS people, they're going to be lined up the street, backing up to my place to deliver all my stuff, and I can't wait. But in the meantime, if you have questions, if you got some tips for me, I would love them. Tell me, please, because I'm all about learning. I'm now going to wish you all, well, no, I'm going to draw the drawing, actually, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Caden, got to get my little helper in here so that y'all know it's fair, that I'm not partial to anybody, because I love you all. I really do. All of you. So, The names are all in here. Gosh, it's so bright you can't see, but I promise you can hear them. There's papers in there. So, and here's the basket that we're drawing for. It's got lots of goodies in here. And come on in here so they can see your handsome little face. I'm going to make him over one day. He's going to love it. All right, don't look in there. Like, hold it up. Pick one.
And the winner is Elisa
Bloodworth.
Bloodworth.
You know I love you, girl, and that was not planned. But I will be down to Thomaston soon, and you will get your gift basket. And if it's not going to happen very soon, I will mail that sucker to you because there's some good stuff in here that I know you're going to want. So, Elisa, see, there it is. You want to see your name? Like the winning name? Here it is. All right, girl, I'm coming at you. And now I'm going to go get this baby foot off because I'm thinking something a little funky is going on. I'm not real sure I did it right. And let's look at it one more time. Make sure my feet are still there. Seriously, y'all, go look at the video. If you like to be grossed out, go look at the video. All right, have a good night.